the hope that you can take something amazing and you can take people together and build something that can be truly healing. And as you all know, Russell and the water, that was like peas and carrots. And Russell knew that the mission of Boats and Joes was to connect veterans to the water. And we do that through rehabilitation of boats, through wellness retreats, through fellowships, and we teach veterans skill sets, how to repair, care, and maintain watercraft. We have captain's courses and other means that we're trying to push veterans through to kind of help bring them together. Because there's so many boats out there that are just rotting away, right? Not being used. We've all seen them, like, man, that boat's been there for 5 years, it hadn't moved, you know? That boat can be bringing joy to somebody's life, you know? And I really like to be able to connect these boats that are out there with the veterans out there that are in that same situation. They just kind of pushed off to the side and they're not being used anymore. And a lot of those veterans, when they were given their orders on where they're gonna be, how they're gonna dress, what they're gonna do, what they're gonna eat, what they're gonna say, when they get pushed out of that system and they haven't learned how to figure out what to do on their own, then they become stagnant and they start to think about those things that they've done and, you know, maybe question them, because a lot of it gets jumbled up in our thoughts. And, you know, post-traumatic stress it's a real deal. It's a real thing. I'm a 20-year combat veteran. I was a U.S. Army infantryman, and then I went Special Forces. I was a Special Forces medic. I got a bunch of the shirts and mugs and like everything. And I was desensitized to all of those experiences through the training. It's an amazing program our military has. It makes us one of the best fighting forces, most efficient forces in the world. And they do that by intense training to prepare you for those moments. And you do it and you prepare yourself and you have those moments. And I'm blessed to have come back from those moments and being on 2 feet above ground. And there's many of my teammates and friends that don't share that. And Russell was aware of that and appreciative of it. Those of you that knew him, his father was a Vietnam veteran, and he always knew that his dad struggled with some of those things, but his dad didn't share it really with him, and he's trying to do his best to make that connection and understand. And it's funny because the connection that Russell and I had was my dad was a Vietnam veteran as well. And it was hard for me to make some of those connections in the beginning. And then he passed before I deployed and had my own combat experiences. And when I had my combat experiences and realized the things that I did and live with were the things that my father had to live with. And he was still the father he was, and the husband he was, and the man he was, to make an impact and to raise me to be the man I am. And that resonated with Russell. And I'm grateful for all of you to be here to show support for him, for the veterans that will gladly give their lives for this country and for its people. Because that's what I will do in a heartbeat. And because I'm here and I'm able to continue that work, I'm taking that blessing to continue to connect those veterans that are out there still haven't been connected with anybody, to bring them to the light and let them know the stuff we did was a necessity, but you can't change it, and we can move forward to a place of light in the future. So thank you so much today for coming out. I appreciate you all. I made a tribute video on a boat that we're currently working on for Russell. It's a 96 Wellcraft Eclipse. It's a 23 foot, 24 foot now, because it has an outboard bracket that's been put on it. We're gonna name it the Pharaoh. So a lot of the money received for these donations will be going to doing the wrap that will finish it up. A lot of the work has already been done, and Russell was a part of it. He saw that boat when it was in its beginnings, as it was transforming into what it is now. And I felt it appropriate that be the boat that continues to go out and lift people up and connect them to the water so they can heal. So thank you so much.